WGRD. I am at Rock the Rapids for Carnival of Madness, and I have the lovely and talented Lee of Evanescence here. Thank you so much for taking the time.
Thanks for joining me in my dressing room.
Thank you for reminding me. I know you have a busy schedule, and I think you're like 3/4 into Carnival.
Yeah.
How's overall? How's it been?
It's been really great. We're all friends with each other. It's been a while since we've been on a tour where all the bands, everybody on the tour is just like making best friends with each other and ever hanging out. I'm already trying to plan like the end of tour party and make it fun. It's been really cool. We've really gotten along great with each other, and there's a lot of great music going on, of course.
They're like the party, like Angela from The Office, the party planner.
I'm not the one. It's really my Beth who does my hair and makeup and everything for me. She's the party planner, so
okay.
we'll let her take care of it.
Well, I mean, obviously you guys are making friends. You were in El Paso last Friday, I think Friday or Saturday, and you made an appearance during Lizzie Hill's.
Oh yeah, we've done it every night since actually.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, we're waiting for the perfect one to put up on the internet. Like, good. There's gonna be tons of horrible YouTube videos.
Oh, there are tons.
Once we nail it perfect, then we're good.
There are tons of bootleg ones on YouTube. That is for sure. I can attest to that. So you released your self-titled album last October. It's been, I'm sure everyone's been asking about it. It's been a long time, 6 years. Were you worried you were heading into too many different directions? Because there were 2 separate sessions.
Right.
So do you feel like it was getting a little too over-ambitious at times?
No, it's a long story. It's kind of hard to explain. I'm a true believer in inspiration and when something feels right, when it comes to music and art, like, you know when something's right, you know when you're in the groove, and you know when you're forcing it, and I hate forcing it. Like, I feel like we got to a point at one point where it just wasn't right. Like, all the pieces were kind of almost there, but wasn't happening right when we went into the studio for the first time like a year before we ended up putting the record out. And, you know, it's hard sometimes to make that bold, embarrassing choice of going, we're not done, like, everybody shut up and go home, and I know that's expensive, but we need to work some more and get the right team involved and all of that stuff. So we did that, and I'm proud that we did that because I really, really love the record that we made. I think it's our best one yet. I love listening to it still, and that's certainly a good thing because we've had to just play the crap out of it over the past, you know, year now. So it's been cool playing so many songs. I mean, I love all our songs, but it's been cool playing so many of the new songs, you know, on this last tour. You
described it once as writing about the relationship of the band and yourself. Yeah. Was that weird to sit with like a non-living thing?
It's amazing. It's the biggest relationship of my life, me and Evanescence. Crazy to think that way, but it's true. I mean, it's the longest one for sure, and it's definitely consumed the most of my time. But it is a thing. It is almost like a living thing. I mean, it's living, breathing, ever changing, ever evolving, ever like there's things about it that are really hard and really demanding. And
so clingy.
Yeah. And then other things about it that are so rewarding and I'm so grateful for, you know. So it's definitely a complex relationship. I just naturally found myself writing about that. That's just I sort of just start spewing out words until they mean something, and then I realize what I'm talking about kind of after a lot of the time.
Do you find it's a hard balance to, yeah, it's a personal thing, it is your life, but also you have to treat it as a business as well,
sure,
correct?
Yeah.
And
my least favorite part.
Right. Is it hard finding that balance? Because I'm sure, I mean, obviously it gets emotional trying to make the right decisions for the band.
It is hard because, you know, I always want it to remain fun and fulfilling and inspiring. It should feel still like an outlet, but it's weird. You can't totally think of something like your outlet when it becomes your job, you know, and your main focus. So, yeah, it's a little bit of a struggle. It's always been a struggle. But you just have to do your best. Start juggling.
Right.
Juggling egos, juggling feelings, juggling everything. Yeah.
You took a hiatus after the Open Door, after doing the promotional cycle for that. Have you thought about things outside of music? I know you're big into fashion design. Are there other avenues you want to do, whether it's acting or just being an entrepreneur of other outlets?
I'm a big dreamer, so I have a lot of ideas, and sometimes I'll go partway down the road and be like, yeah, never mind, that wasn't about it, you know, whatever. But I think, yeah, like I definitely, I get inspired a lot and I sort of go on a tangent for a minute, and I can definitely see myself in the future doing something besides this as my main thing.
All part of the Lee Incorporated empire?
Hopefully it'll be a less business, maybe more indie kind of thing. But Yeah, I know. I don't know what it's gonna be. I definitely love designing clothes, and it's been a cool thing that I've gotten to use for Evanescence because I've gotten to make cool stage costumes all along the way for myself and be creative in that way.
Have you thought about launching your own line?
Yeah, I've thought about it, and I still think it's possible. I still think I might do it. I'm just a very obsessive.
The Amy Lee collection at Kohl's.
Well, exactly. I can't let that happen. Like, I don't want it to be cheapened. I don't want
Right.
somebody else to really be making the decisions. I want to do it myself. Like, I don't want to just put my name on something. If I'm going to do something creative, I want it to be truly and really from me. So that's going to be a little bit time consuming. So we've been just kind of, I've been focused on this.
Oh, you're not busy enough, not at all.
Yeah, so much that I feel like I'm going to get to a place, hopefully, I think I just stepped on that and possibly stopped it.
Oh, no, you're good.
Okay, sorry. I think I'm going to get to a place eventually where I'll have the time to go, okay, now let's, hopefully in the next couple of years, it'll be really, really cool. But I don't have a set plan yet.
Now, obviously, maybe shocking to some fans that a lot of Evanescence songs deal with heartbreak and loss. I kind of feel like you're kindred spirits with an artist like Fiona Apple, or someone similar
That's
like
a huge
that.
compliment.
Yeah, she's great. I don't know if you have the new record, but you should get it.
I don't have the new record, and I need to get it.
It's amazing.
Cool.
But were you afraid maybe at times that, because things, I mean, you're married now, everything's going your way, maybe afraid of feeling too happy, and that might affect your songwriting, or going to uncharted territory with songwriting?
Life's not that simple. Life's not so simple that you get married and all of a sudden you have no more problems.
No rainbows and ponies?
Yeah, it just, I feel like, if anything, I've maybe evened out a little bit over the years from being a hormonal teenager writing crazy songs about, the end of the world. But it's not that you still don't have those high highs and low lows. I think you learn how to deal with stuff better. I have anyway, as a grown up, to where you can go, okay, I can handle this. You can't handle what life's going to throw at you. You can only handle how you deal with it, and that makes it easier for sure. And I have a rad family and a rad husband, so that helps. But it doesn't mean that life's not going to continue to throw you curveballs and make you cry and make you feel stuff that you need to purge out of yourself. And in that case, especially when we're in the writing mode, that this music is absolutely my outlet. It's my therapy, and it's part of what helps me be a normal, healthy, not depressed Sylvia Plath type in corner. I get to scream it all out on stage every night, and say the things that I can't say so easily just talking to you.
It is funny, like when you look back at your younger self and thinking, God, I was such a douchebag back then. If I could go back in time and punch myself in the face, that'd be great. And say, it's not that bad.
Every teenager needs to be punched in the face.
that is the message that we're trying to convey.
No,
just kidding. I kid. So Evanescence come such a long way from your humble beginnings in, I believe, Little Rock, Arkansas, in
that's where the band started.
Mid-90s, around there, like 95. There's been a lot of ups and downs and a lot of changes, but in hindsight, were there things you would have done differently as far as the band's path to success?
I don't know. I mean, I try not to live my life that way. I try not to live in regret. It's something I've always been trying to stop doing. So I try to stop those thoughts. Like, nope, it happened. It's over. Move on. I don't know. It's hard to think. There's a lot of things I can think of that were bad things that happened, and you can sit there all day analyzing how you could have made it not happen. But at the end of the day, again, like I said, it's not about what life throws at you. It's about how you handle it. And there's no going back. So looking forward.
You could be a motivational speaker if you're looking for a different avenue of
That's
a
what I
career.
do.
And my last question, so we were talking about Hailstorm earlier, and it's still, we're in the 21st century, yet there's still these issues of gender inequality. I mean, you have a politician, Todd Aiken, who's talking about legitimate rape and things like that. Do you feel like this will eventually change where something like this won't be an issue, where it's normal for to have an equal amount of female-fronted bands and male-fronted bands, and no one, sexually
Everybody
justified.
makes assumptions about everything, and the beginnings of rock and roll were heavily male. So I think naturally people assume, you just kind of associate that, especially classic rock, think about it, sex, drugs, and rock and roll, but also boobs, it's part of the thing is being kind of a sexist pig, And we all can laugh at that, and Lizzie can too, and think that it's funny and stupid, and do just as good or a better job than a lot of people out there,
Right.
So it's like, fine, screw yourself, check us out. But is it ever going to be equal? I don't know. I think that's all in your mind. I think that it's just about people assuming things before they know any better in general. That is what should go away. I mean, you don't know something until you see it for yourself. And that's why we do our best to bring it harder than anybody else every night.
You're so full of wisdom.
I've been here a while.
Amy, thank you so much.
Nice to meet you.
Evanescence, their self-titled album, is out now. I guess my true last question, are you working on a new record?
No, we've been just touring. What's up?
Okay. What are you doing after Carnival? Another big tour?
South America.
Oh, nice.
We're going to Colombia and Brazil, a whole bunch of Brazil dates, and a whole bunch of other places, some that we haven't been to before, so it's going to be really fun.
Awesome. There are more Carnival of Madness tour dates. If you can't see them in Grand Rapids tonight, they're in Detroit tomorrow. You can go to carnivalofmadness.com to figure out where else they're going and get their self-titled record. If you haven't, it's Dave Kim and Amy Lee of Evanescence for WGRD.com.